intro. It's intro time. Shush. Everyone shut up. What's going on, main characters? It's your boy Talks Too Much with Third Party Studios. Welcome back to the Third Party Podcast. It's me and the boy, TheCody.
I'm a boy?
You're a real boy, or like whatever.
Yeah.
So, man, we got a lot to cover today. We are talking about Sweeney, South Park. We're going to be doing the format a little bit differently, though, so we're just hanging out and having a good time. Guys, if you're following us on YouTube, don't forget, hit us up in the chat. We are interested to hear your takes on these topics, so we'll be reacting to your guys' comments and chats in real time over on the live. And if you guys are hanging out with us over on YouTube, or if you're following us on X or TikTok or Instagram, please make sure to hit a like, follow us, and let's just all hang out and have a good time, be nerdy together. Let's get weird.
Let's get weird. Yeah, this is kind of what would you call it? Just no prep kind of.
It's raw.
BS.
It's very raw, and it's going to be a little bit
so raw.
It's a little bit more freeform. We have a couple of things we want to make sure to talk about, but
right.
I mean, we're just going to be kind of throwing it out there into the world and just seeing kind of what happens with this one.
We got a little distracted last night.
Testing
that sounded
format.
Weird.
What? How did we get to? Oh yeah. Mm.
There's a little bit of a distraction in the studio too, so if that might pop up.
There's a new member of the Third Party Studios. Her name is Bayako. She's a little puppy, and she is nipping at my ankles right now as we're doing the stream. So a little bit chaotic over at Third Party Studios right now. So we'll keep you guys posted on how she's doing, but she's doing good. She's being a good girl. But dude, what have you been up to this week? What's the nerdy shit of the week?
The nerdy shit of the week. Well, got back into Diablo Floor.
We're just gonna glance over that. Let that go.
Yeah, we'll let that go.
No, Diablo Floor. Tell me about Diablo Floor.
Well, is
it a platform shooter?
Step down.
step down floor platform shooter.
Top down.
It really bottomed out.
No, dude, I've been playing the shit out of that, and it always gets me to like Act 3, and then I kind of dip out. It's like almost everything I binge, basically. It's
right.
Like when you play something for so long, for so many hours, and you get like halfway through it, and it's like, not really enjoying this anymore.
When it comes to,
I wouldn't say enjoying, it's just like, I'm going to move on to something else.
Right. You've achieved what you felt you needed to / wanted to, and then maybe the grind just gets old, right?
Right. It's like Peaky Blinders, binge the shit out of that, got to a certain point, and just dipped out.
Well, let's say
Vikings.
Bannerlord, when we were doing the Realm of Thrones campaign, and I got the dragon, and then we went 2 more episodes, I was like, dude, the dragon is so overpowered that you can't do anything else besides just murder entire armies of like thousands.
Yeah, I guess with Diablo Floor, I get...
I love that that's going to be a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing now.
It's channel lore.
I get bored with the gameplay.
Well, it's
fun building up a character, but once you unlock all the skills and you kind of like max them out, then you're just
it's repetitive, right?
It's super repetitive. Nothing really becomes challenging.
Yo, Salmon Winter on YouTube. Dude, thanks for the new subscribe. I appreciate it. Welcome to the channel, man. Yeah, we're talking just talking pop culture and pop culture news. If you have any questions on anything or topics you want us to cover, we're watching the chat. So come hang with us. Ooh, actually, that makes sense. I should probably have the right chat open. That would really help.
Damn it, producer.
Damn it, me.
But yeah, then I also dipped back into the Arkham series because I never finished Arkham Knight.
Who's the studio behind that? Is it Rockstar Steady?
Yeah, there you go.
Rocksteady? Dude, come on.
I was gonna let you walk your way there.
I was gonna get there, dude. We've seen some like new stuff with the Sweet Baby Inc. thing, and then you have the developments going on over on Steam and Valve with the like Visa MasterCard debacle with the terms of service stuff. Maybe we talk about that first. I want to ask your opinion on that because you are like equal parts PlayStation, console, and PC.
I won't say equal parts, but I do both. Yeah.
Would you say you're like majority console? Yeah. So like, yo, we got Naldi in the chat. Welcome to the stream, guys. Thanks for being here. So with the what I wanted to ask you about with Steam was Microsoft is obviously taking on Steam into its platform related to the new Xbox console that's going to come out, where it's going to be more of just a Microsoft computer versus it's gonna be more Microsoft computer versus like an actual traditional console as people understand consoles.
Didn't they drop like a handheld?
Yeah, well,
reveal too.
They've done so like you had Nintendo, who released the Switch 2, and they had their whole debacle with how locked down that thing is, how expensive everything's gotten. And Salmon's asking, guys, did you hear about the new TNT? TNT, I don't know the it explodes. Sorry, but can you clarify a little bit? We might have. Do you know?
I got nothing.
Okay, okay. Just expand on that. We'll definitely take that. But
I mean, it's dynamite.
It is definitely dynamite. But what I wanted to ask you about was if you're gonna have Steam affected by Visa and MasterCard, not just on PC, but it's also going to affect consoles. This is the totality of gaming now. All of gaming will be affected by the Visa and MasterCard debacle, and we should probably, for the audience's benefit, clarify what the problem is.
You probably know more about it than I do.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
TMNT.
Oh, okay. I actually had not heard about this. Are you familiar with the new TMNT project?
No.
No. Okay. Well,
I know they put out a banger game a couple years ago. Was it Shredder's Revenge? Like the new side-scrolling one.
Oh, I'm not sure.
I played the shit out of that. That was fun.
Well, hold on. I think everyone and their mom keeps saying that they're like Raphael because they're like edgelords and stuff like that. So
I was definitely Mikey as a kid.
You were definitely Mikey. Okay, that tracks. I think that I was probably.
Leonardo's too boring.
Well, Leonardo and Raphael are too boring. So let's say
Raph's got the edge.
No, they're
Raph is Leonardo, but with edge.
No, they're both edgy. They're both edgelords, but they're different types of edgelords. All right, so name better.
That's the 03 one.
Right. So we're looking it up, trying to see if we can figure out which one we're looking for here. But no, I have not heard about that. I would say, like, if I was going to be a member of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles besides
more live actions he's talking about.
Oh, okay.
I did not like the 2 that they put out.
Okay. Oh, so it's expansion on that same storyline?
I don't know. I hope they just reboot it, start over.
I honestly don't think you could go right now. I don't think you could correct. I don't think you could course correct at all with that project. No, it's probably the same issue that I had with like Minecraft and stuff. It might just be this younger generation's like art style and like their way of interpreting content, things like that. But I'm not for it. I thought it was dumb, and that was like 2017, 16 when they
did the live action ones.
Yeah, when it's kind of that was the generation when they were doing the other live action projects. And
well, Alan Ritchson, the guy that plays Reacher, he played Raph in the live action ones, so it was the worst experience of his life. Like the studios and everything just kept fucking with him.
Really?
Yeah, changing shit.
Oh,
it wouldn't. That's like the worst pay he's ever had to.
That's the guy from. That's the guy from. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm blanking on this. This is the Reacher actor, the actor who plays the Reacher.
Yeah, I said that when I brought him up.
Well, I didn't hear that part. I'm trying to see if I could find anything on the reboot, or on the third movie, but I'm not finding anything on it.
That'd be funny if they just put the guys in suits from like the 90s again.
They finished Shredder from the leaks you write about the Gen style. Yeah, I'm trying my best to be like compromising with that generation's art style. Like I want the newer generation of viewers to have the content they want. That's what matters most to me. But at the same time, I that means less content for me.
It's like I want the content that I want.
I'm sort of like Podcast Jesus, where I'm sacrificing what I want for the benefit of society at large. You know, is that a little bit too far?
But like you look at the most recent TMNT animation that came out, the animation style is horrible.
Yeah, well, and CGI is also a whole topic, and we've covered it a billion times. But how on earth did Hollywood let CGI get worse? How on earth did everything get more expensive to make? And I was looking at this the other day. Microsoft put out some general update to their operating system, and it came along with a blurb, like a text blurb, and it said, we've providing a bunch of new upgrades and features. You will no longer have access to these things. It's like, you don't know what the word upgrade means.
You're not an upgrade.
You spelt reduction wrong. You spelt it wrong, you dumbass pieces of shit. So all in all, I would say
jumping from topic.
We're all over the place.
With the CGI thing, there's a multitude of things. Like you have to have like a director and like cinematographer that understands a little bit about VFX in order for it to be good. Because usually people nowadays just shoot shit and then they're like throw it over to the visual effects department. They're like figure it out instead of
working
with them and having like a good framing for it. But
Well, and so I'm not finding anything about the third movie. I'm finding a live
I don't know
action.
if it's a continuation.
It might not be, but I searched live action and wasn't finding anything there either. If they are doing a continuation, I would be curious to know what the storyline is, but it's more going to be about it's more going to be for me it's more going to be seeing how the current day Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fans are reacting to it rather than my personal opinion on it, just because Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, in addition to a lot of older franchises, kind of lost me. And it's a shame because I don't want to have any problem or issue with those projects, but how on earth am I supposed to get into some of this stuff, you know?
I don't know. Go back and watch the 03.
I mean, I didn't actually answer the question about which turtle I'd be.
I don't remember anyone asking.
Oh man, I asked myself, whatever. So I would probably be Donatello.
You're Mikey,
the smart one.
Nah,
dude, I literally
You're the pizza guy that just.
Oh yeah, the hockey. Am I the hockey guy?
No, that's Casey.
Casey, I could be Casey. I played hockey.
Okay.
I wasn't able to slap shot across the city and headshot a ninja, but
back to Arkham.
I won't say I didn't try.
So I wanted to say this about Arkham Knight is that all right, so I completed Asylum and City years ago, started Arkham Knight, fell off, and then I've been trying to get back into it over the years and just playing a little bit of it. Arkham Knight does a horrible job of reintroducing you to the gadgets and shit.
Sure.
And play style of it. It basically just throws you in and it's hey, just beat up guys. Or try to do a stealthy approach, but yeah. The tutorial system, I would say, in that is kind of fucked.
I haven't found many new video games tutorials to be that impressive, and I wouldn't say they're bad, but I'm thinking about when we did the first impression streams. You were in the middle of missions, you're playing through the game, and it's giving you hints at it, it's putting it up on your screen, and then it slowly takes those away.
Right, there's not a prologue tutorial mission or anything.
And I've seen less and less of those.
Which I'm okay with. Just get right into it, and then they'll introduce features to you as the game goes on.
Yeah.
Totally fine with that.
You don't need to be handheld through stuff, but I mean, it would... So, Rematch, right? Rematch had a practice area, the soccer game that we played on streams, for the audience's benefit again. The Rematch had a bunch of practicing so you could get the bare minimums down, but the majority of your quality gameplay, learning how to interact with other players and how to use skills against them, was very much a grind of real practice and real usage. If you learned a new trick in the practice area, you could apply that in game, but learning how well it worked.
Right. Yeah, I played that last night and got obliterated. I moved up in rank. Yeah, and there's actually a big difference between bronze and silver in that game. In most games, it's just kind of people just keep on playing the same way.
So what you're saying is we belonged in bronze?
Probably.
We should not have been leveling up. How dare we try?
I thought I was pretty good at this. And then you move up in rank, it's what are these people doing?
Yeah, I would say that
I hard quit a game last night. It's I was goalie and I just did the straight jump up or whatever. Right. And then I just immediately dropped out. I'm fuck it.
I can't. Apparently, I can't hit stuff. Well, I don't know that they've given really a big quality of life patch to that either, because I feel like they should have better.
It's still fairly new.
It's still fairly new, but I mean, those are day one fixes. Yeah. I mean, those are you should have day zero patches on Rematch, but they didn't. When it comes to the whole stuff with Steam though, and with Visa and MasterCard. So just to kind of explain the debacle, what happened was that do you want to break down the initial story from the person who you said broke it the other week? You just mentioned before the podcast that there was this person who kind of broke the story.
Yeah, but I'm not that good at explaining what exactly is the problem with it.
Right, just course correcting me when I fuck up. It's I just
exactly.
You break down the story,
and then I'll get the facts down afterwards.
I'll just get the broad strokes, and then you just tell me where I'm wrong. That'll work. All right, so here's basically here's the deal. Steam updated their own terms of services. So on the Steam platform, where you are on PC and you buy games and you buy all sorts of other product on Steam, they updated their terms of service such that any games that they wanted to have published on Steam now also, in addition to being compliant with Steam's terms of service, now also have to be compliant with their payment processors. So that would be Visa and MasterCard. So in addition to Steam's terms of service, where it says these things are not allowed, you now also have to become fluent in reading MasterCard and Visa terms of service and understanding what rules they require. Now, the concern is not that Visa and MasterCard would just start shutting down everything. It would be what they were shutting down and what categories they were shutting down, and whether or not it was going to be a severe impact on the industry, and whether or not we were going to lose access to projects that were actually culturally significant, or even just, or really just any impact on it whatsoever. I've always been of the impression that terms of service should be negotiable. That's been my position on it. I think you should have like things you can opt in and out of, rather than having a whole broad, absolute catch-all terms of service.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the it's another equivalent basically to Sweet Baby Inc. that's behind Visa and MasterCard switching up their terms of service and whatnot. So it's basically like whatever an equivalent of Sweet Baby Inc. deems like NSFW is like something that they're going against. So like even like some like Stellar Blade that came out last year, and they want that down. Yeah,
we talked about that a lot on the channel, Stellar Blade, because mainly because not even because I was that passionate about the game itself, but just because, hey, I don't have to be an avid fan of a project in order to want to preserve it, protect it, and make sure other people have their access to it. I mean, I don't have a problem with people taking that stance on most topics. You don't have to be a participant in order to have a stake in it. But on Stellar Blade and other projects like it, just to kind of re-summarize what you were saying with, it's this feminist activist group that's been across the world just petitioning against all sorts of different institutions, Steam being the latest victim, where they're trying these campaigns out in order to compel them to update their terms of service to make it impossible for games with good-looking women to exist in them.
Yeah, right now it says like anything that's like kind of corn related or whatever, but it's deeper than that. They want everything down. So it's like no more sex with Hitler on Steam.
Right. Well, and damn it, that was on my wish list.
Like, how am I going to pay for OnlyFans now?
I need sex with Hitler too. Well, it's weird is that they're fine with OnlyFans. Like, they'll defend to the death the right to be on OnlyFans, but God forbid you have a decent-looking woman in a video game.
It's like games and movies that they're mostly after, which is weird. It's like
cultural.
So you're kind of hypocritical in your own stances then?
Right. Well, and so here's the impact that I'm concerned about. The impact I'm concerned about is that you are going to have developers self-censoring in order to comply with these vague, arbitrary terms of service by MasterCard and Visa, who have absolutely no stake in this industry whatsoever. So the argument could be that payment processors shouldn't have to process any payments for anything illegal, but these categories of content are not illegal.
Is it currently ongoing? Because I can like if I try to go buy, say, Sex with Hitler on Steam, would my MasterCard not work then?
I don't know when the timelines are for the deployment of these. We're
gonna look it up.
Yeah, we should look at when that goes into effect. So when does the?
This is my search history. I can do what I want.
You do whatever you want. I thought maybe those keywords would help, but far be it for me to try to help you. Sorry, piece of shit. But yeah. So whatever Steam was flooded with a lot of content that was above 18 content. There was like sexualized content on Steam, and that was the biggest category that was under attack. And you know what? Fair enough. If you don't like or don't want that content, you don't have to buy it. You also don't have to go looking for it. None of that content has ever shown up on anyone's Steam page who didn't look for it.
Sex with Hitler is actually off of Steam right now.
Yeah, and I think it shouldn't be. I think it should be front page. I think it should be featured.
But you got Hitler waifu.
Okay, you know what? Compromise is key. Compromise is important. It's important to know where your lines are.
I fucking love indie devs.
I do too.
This is so weird.
Well, think of it this way. So Schedule 1...
Hitler, my friend.
So Schedule 1 was incredibly popular for about 2 months. It was mainstream. It was being streamed by Asmongold, a bunch of other big YouTubers and streamers. It was being streamed by a lot of different content creators, and it was hugely popular just privately. People just loved the game. But you're talking Schedule 1, I mean, is based around the sale of illegal narcotics and illegal drugs and stuff like that. Like, that's the kind of thing we would lose if developers were afraid to create content or in payment processors were consistent with their terms of service, such as you can't process anything related to topics that are illegal, that would have been lost to history. We never would have acquired that game. Now, if you didn't play it or if you don't care about that, that's okay. That's an opinion that's definitely fine to think that it's not significant to you individually. But if you're just looking at the archives of gaming history, we have, during one of the most politically charged times in history, almost all gamers got together and said, this shit's fucking fun.
Right.
This is cool. This is interesting. This is unique.
This is going very 2025 UK Orwellian stuff.
It really...
I like that's going to be my reference right now is 2025 UK.
20... Yeah.
Yeah, the way they're going is insane.
Bro, those people they're wild, man. Britain or like UK, Canada, I mean, all of these quote unquote Australia, all these quote unquote Western countries, they have I can't believe that they push so hard against freedom of speech while at the same time pretending like they are the biggest advocates for it. Like, right. Over in America, you guys have hate speech. I was like, no, it's just called freedom of speech. It's words you hate.
Hate speech is not existent.
It doesn't, no.
It's not quantifiable.
No, it's a category you invented as a catch-all for whatever you don't like.
It's like hate speech to me would mean a totally different thing to hate speech to you.
Yeah, like I call you ginger in a derogatory, like very hateful way, but you love that shit.
Yeah.
You love
Stop
the
using
abuse.
the hard R on that.
Ginger.
But yeah, like, because this is like another, I don't know how these companies that these companies that are basically just for advocates for a certain thing end up worming their way into big corporations and getting them to do what they want. I don't know how.
Do you remember George Carlin's like famous interview? Like he was on a Late Show or something. I don't remember what show it was exactly, but he was on there. And they were asking him about I think it was like the deep state or government cover up and stuff. And he's like, they don't have like secret meetings where they all get together and just talk about what the plan is. They all have aligned interests and all move policy in the same direction, and interests align. So it's not necessarily that MasterCard and Visa got together and said, hey, how can we delete porn from Steam? It's like they don't care. The idea is that
it's probably one of the most used like debit or credit card transactions.
Well, it is. Well, I mean, I would expect that it probably is, but also OnlyFans isn't going to be implementing those policies anytime soon, or it's unlikely. But this does mean that you're going to have. This means that gaming will be severely censored in the sense that you will have an entire genre of gaming that will be nuked from creation.
Or just random bits, like even in like Ghost of Tsushima that I was playing a few weeks ago. Like there's just a random, like you can go to a hot spring or whatever and it increases your health or whatever if you find them. Mm-hmm. It's just a random bit where Jin gets like naked, shows his ass crawling into the fucking hot spring. It's like even that part of the game will be out now. Right. It's just random bits of games that,
because every developer,
Witcher 3 couldn't exist.
Right. The ceiling has been lowered. So the ceiling has been lowered such that you can't go above this line, and now everything is going to bring itself down in a proportionate way. So you're gonna have games like Ghost of Tsushima that are going to be adjusted or like adapted downward so they can maintain whatever safe margin that they're trying to have.
We're cool with you cutting people's heads off. It's the butt.
It's the buttock.
It's the buttocks that really gets
Keep
us.
off the buttock. Speaking of buttock.
Speaking of butts,
speaking of buttock,
do you wear jeans? Do you like jeans?
I have great jeans. So we actually have. So there's been some news this week regarding in pop culture. It's been blowing up. Almost everyone has commented on this at this point with American Eagle and the commercial that they ran with Sydney Sweeney and the jeans commercial. So I actually tried really hard to find the commercial itself, and I could not pull it up. Can you send that at me? Can you?
Really? All right.
I couldn't find it. Well, I was mainly looking on X, just.
Are you retarded?
To keep it a little more consistent, but.
Would it be fine if I send you through YouTube?
Yeah, that's just fine. But okay, so basically we have this article here. Trump White House and VP Vance weigh in on Sydney Sweeney American Eagle controversy. Cancel culture run amok is the quote. And oh, I gotta log in here. But the idea with this is I cannot at all understand why this is the fight to have. Have we broken the neck of culture or of the woke people so much that now it's jeans commercials that they're reacting to and ranting to?
Yeah, I mean, it's very, very offensive. I mean, she's blonde.
Yeah, blonde.
Her initials are SS. It's obviously a Nazi dog whistle.
It's obviously a Nazi dog whistle.
Yeah.
Well, and I wouldn't even say it was like a good commercial objectively. Like, I wouldn't say like this would have driven people to go buy 1 billion pairs of jeans.
With their response of not backing down, I'm gonna go buy some fucking American Eagles.
Dude, I mean, maybe if they're, I care more about them being comfortable, like than
True, very true.
Than who is in them. Because again, Sydney Sweeney is, yeah, she's good looking and she's got great jeans.
Well, the statement itself is objectively true.
Yeah,
it's like, all right, so genes are passed down from generation to generation. They determine the way you look and blah blah blah. And then it says Sydney Sweeney has great genes. Like, yeah, objectively true.
Yeah,
She's a good-looking chick.
She looks great. Good.
They're
looking.
not talking about her blonde hair and blue eyes, Hitler's wet dream shit.
Right. You got Gorlock the Destroyer complaining online everywhere.
Horrible genes.
Absolutely horrible genes. Horrible diet plan.
I don't think American Eagles are going to fit her anyway.
So the actual quote from it is, Sydney Sweeney has great...
I sent you it in Discord, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah. Sydney Sweeney has great genes and is always was about the genes. Her genes, her story. We'll continue to celebrate how everyone wears their AE jeans with confidence their way. Great jeans look good on everyone. That's fair. I do want to also play the JD Vance response.
Okay.
We should probably do the actual ad first, though, I suppose, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Give me just a second, boys and gals. We are pulling it up. Hold up. Quick audio.
I'm not here to tell you to buy.
All right. Quick audio check. Making sure everything fits on screen to you. And pow. Sorry, everybody. I am not a professional. We've only been doing it for 2.5 years.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
I'm not here to tell you to buy American Eagle jeans. And I definitely won't say that they're the most comfortable jeans I've ever worn. Or that they make your butt look amazing. Why would I need to do that?
Why does she need to do that, Cody? All those things are perfectly obvious just from the commercial.
Why are you talking?
They are comfortable. Yeah, stop talking. Just walk around. Do things you normally would do in jeans.
Funny.
Go
put her in front of the kitchen counter or something.
The dishes.
But if you said that you want to buy the jeans, I'm not going to stop you. But just so we're clear, this is not me telling you to buy American Eagle jeans.
Sydney Sweeney has great jeans.
You see what I did there, right?
It's play on words.
It is a play on words.
I wanted to know what the hell is going on with that chair.
That chair is a really ugly looking chair. That would look so freaking uncomfortable. NGL, not gonna lie. But I mean, yeah, we have one fly in the studio. A single fly is just...
It's harassing me.
It's harassing TheCody. It's kicking his ass. In his mind, it's like living rent-free in Cody's head.
I'm gonna get the dog to eat it.
Don't do it. She's just a little dog. But okay, so when it comes to, I wanted to ask your take on where we were at with this. So let's rewind to when we were kind of more losing the culture war, where we had the Gillette commercials, we had
Bud Light,
we had Jaguar. So we reacted to plenty of those.
Target.
We covered Bud Light the year that was going down. We covered the Jaguar commercial. We talked about I'm sorry, Gillette predated the podcast, but I mean that was going on for a minute. But or you also had the Sweden, when the Swedish airport. I'm trying to remember what the name of the airline. It was actually something like Sweden/airline, something like that. But when they were talking about how Sweden has no culture, and so people reacting to that. Okay, are people just... Is this the inversion of our reactions to their content, the way they were creating content? Or,
Well, no, I wouldn't say so because they're digging so fucking deep. Like their mindset is always based on like I gotta see racism and fascism in everything I consume.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I guess we could see wokeness in everything we consume. So maybe, but it's
Trying my hardest to like have an intellectual, like honest conversation about like how both sides are reacting to
But
their
it's-
opponent's content.
like what would be an equivalent, I guess.
So I would say like let's talk about Jaguar, because Jaguar was probably the most like
That's easy enough.
medium.
'Cause they weren't selling a car there.
They didn't actually
They
put
were
a car in the
selling
commercial.
DEI. There
Yeah.
was no car.
Yeah, exactly.
So
So
that one's an obvious one. It's like you guys are obviously doing your woke DEI thing.
yeah. Well, and okay, so
This one isn't like we're obviously doing a fascism, white is right kind of thing.
well, yeah, we're not. I definitely American Eagle wasn't, but I mean, you actually had people on X reacting, being
You
like,
could do this commercial with any race, basically, that was a good-looking chick, and be like, "So and so has great genes." It's
Yeah.
still fucking work.
it's interchangeable. But you had to have the token cast for the from the Jaguar commercial for
I think they only pick Sydney Sweeney right now because she's the it girl.
yeah.
Like you could have fucking I'm just thinking of it.
Margot Robbie from like
I was just saying
few
I was-
years ago.
I'm thinking of only other white chicks.
Halle Berry from Once Upon a Time.
Yeah, I mean Salma Hayek. You can put that in. It's like Salma Hayek has great genes.
Jennifer
She's like 55 and still hot as shit.
Jennifer Lopez. She loves tacos and burritos.
Jennifer Lopez has great genes.
Jennifer, yeah, you could do this with
Could do
almost
that too.
any culture, any color.
They're not talking about her
Agreed.
blonde hair, blue eyes.
Not in this one. They did though. Is there a second
It's like
commercial?
my genes are blue, is what she said.
My-
And then Sydney Sweeney has great genes, so they equated that to
I
eye
thought
color
I thought
instead
there
of
was
blue jeans.
okay. I thought there was a different commercial, but
There's a few of them.
okay. But we just watched them. It's a campaign also, so it's not usually when you're doing a marketing campaign. It's usually more than one source of content for it.
I think this blew up more because not how many people on the far left are losing their minds, but more of how stupid the conversation is around it.
I mean, that's definitely justifiably. That's definitely true. I mean, this is dumb. Like the Sydney Sweeney's commercial has been on the topic of every single person I follow. Like at this week, everyone has talked about it. It's like the South Park topic we're gonna I want to talk about too, but it's been on everyone's fucking feed, and so like we wanted to just break it down and go over it from our perspective, but
Like
it's
some,
not like
some chick started her video off as like, I don't want to be like the most woke friend or whatever, and then goes on a tirade about all this
Yeah.
dumb shit. And it's like, no, you are. That's all
Mhm.
you see.
Yeah. The fact that there's people on there who are going like her initials are SS, a coincidence?
Oh, it's
It's like the
nuts.
History Channel became X feeds.
This is Nazi
It's like-
propaganda.
We don't have any concrete evidence that aliens weren't at the first Thanksgiving.
Right. But yeah, it's like I think American Eagle should just like apologize by like saying it's like, oh, I'm sorry that we did this, and then like wipe their brow with the money that they've made because their stocks went up like 25%.
Well, this is culture now. Like this is how it's going to be. Everyone
This
is
has
going.
always been culture.
Well, what I mean is that people are not going to feel like they have to shelter in place and hide from the reaction of this 5% minus community. Like this absolutely like diminished, incredibly loud, shrieky vocal minority of people who hate everything because it exists, not because they have anything tangible to despise about it, but because it exists.
Yeah.
Sydney Sweeney has not even been a politically relevant actor in the space. Like she's not like out there going on tirades about Trump, great, MAGA 2024, etc., etc.
No, I think all we know is that like her family's right leaning and that she works on cars and she's hot. I think that's all we know about her.
Well, remember the reaction when Chris Pratt started like being kind
it
of
turns out Chris Pratt goes to church and then
Yeah.
people lost their fucking minds.
Yeah, exactly. This is so they hate things because they exist, not because they're actually evil or they have a moral objection to their anything. I mean,
Well, they wouldn't have a problem if Chris Pratt was any other religion.
fair enough. I mean,
They'd be like, oh, he went to the mosque today.
yeah. What do we so I mean, I wonder how this ends with American Eagle specifically. They keep their stock share high.
They cash in.
They cash in. Do you think if I got up 20%, I don't know if I would double down.
Think about a 20% raise right now.
Dude, it's huge. Who was it? Oh, it was some studio did gangbusters, and they did so well that they gave their like their developers and their team like a 20 grand, like an $18,000 like bonus or something.
Oh, I don't remember who that was.
But you know the story,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so
It was like a big studio too.
was it? I thought it was like kind of like an indie studio, or not an indie studio, but like a medium-sized studio.
Was
who
it the
did,
guys that made Expedition 33?
here's what is in my mind. In my mind, I'm thinking Space Marines 2. That in my mind, that's where my mind goes. I'm not claiming that to be the true answer. That's what is in my mind as a fill in the blank kind of thought, but it's likely someone else.
But this is an ongoing trend. There's multiple other brands that have gone back to like, oh, I guess sex sells, instead of doing the fucking opposite for the past decade.
Fat cells.
Yeah.
Fatty cells. Bad genes.
But yeah, this is page one in any marketing. Is just put a hot person up there.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, if you wanted to, you could probably put a hot guy in there.
The Stellar Blade studio did it.
It was Stellar Blade Studio? Really? Wow.
According to Vice.
That was not my that was not going to be on my list. But good. That was the whole idea. You want to have independent small projects succeeding and winning. Now American Eagle is obviously still just a corporation. I'm pretty confident that if we looked back in the way back machine, they were just as much of a participant in the woke ideology as any other corporation was.
Which one was?
American Eagle.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Last year they had this basically Lizzo advertising jeans.
Yeah.
So
imagine swinging it back to just having good people looking into.
So it's like, yeah, in November of last year, something happened, and then all of a sudden,
yeah,
the culture shifts another way.
Dude, it's been a wild 8 months.
Yeah,
it's been wild. I mean, that's all it took was just like, hey, you're going to be okay if you act the way you would normally act. You don't have to self-censor and actually cripple yourself in order to bend to these people's whims.
Could you imagine being like a marketing major or whatever, and then the people are telling you all this shit about diversity and we have to have this and this and blah 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 blah, and it's like, no, all you have to do is put a beautiful woman in fucking not even tight jeans.
Yeah, these are pretty loose-fitting jeans.
Yeah.
These aren't even the most beautiful of jeans.
Common sense is just gone.
It's gone.
It's gone.
But I mean,
this is the dumbest conversation ever.
This is
it's obviously.
Yeah. Well, okay, so let's wrap that one up and put that one to bed because honestly, it is just overdone. I think
it's overdone, and it's just an obvious thing that anyone with 2 brain cells can be like, yeah,
that figures.
That's why they did that.
I mean, it's good to summarize, it's good to see that the people who are complaining and bitching about this stuff have absolutely no teeth.
Yeah.
They actually can't harm you.
They don't have teeth. They're not going to fit in your jeans. They weren't buying your product to begin with.
Well, but going back to Steam and that whole conversation, and not to just go back and forth over and over again, but with Steam, you have this industry that was hiding in the shadows, trying to convert MasterCard and Visa and Steam into taking these actions. There was a lot of pushback immediately, and I just would love to know where we're at with all of the Steam, Visa, MasterCard debacle, because every person who's talking about it is we gamers have massive victory, Visa doubles down, Visa doubles down. No one is actually giving you a actual timeline of where we are at in policy and updates. It makes the most sense to me that there have not actually been any significant policy changes. If anything, they do what every studio does, which is, oh, we're going to hold off on doing that. We're not actually going to do it. 6 months later, they quietly just do it.
Well, it's also, you're breaking the golden rule. You don't fuck with gamers.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to weaponize their autism and destroy you.
Yeah. I love, dude, the best example of that is still the internet historian. His little documentary videos are hilarious. Yeah. They're so good. The internet historian's breakdown of Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah, when 4chan just gets him every fucking time. Dude, this is old information.
Oh yeah. You're talking about that autism to where it's like he had to keep moving his stupid flag or whatever.
So
And
yeah.
then they just found the trajectory of the fucking planes going in the background.
Context for the audience, there's a YouTube channel named Internet Historian. He has a series on his channel referencing to a story with Shia LaBeouf where he had a flag during the the first Trump term.
Yeah, the whole "he will not divide us" thing.
Yes, and the hilarity of the whole situation comes from the fact that when he was trying to make this go as a major movement, 4chan decided to rally together in order to keep trolling him, and it's some of the funniest things some of the funniest shit you'll see on YouTube. So definitely go check out Internet Historian.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
Autists on the internet, man.
They do good. They do good work.
Yeah, they do good work.
All right. Let's talk about. One last thing. I am so sorry. I keep bringing this up, but JD Vance had a comment on it. I actually haven't seen or heard his comment yet, but I think we should just play it for.
Go for it.
Advice to the Democrats is continue to tell everybody who thinks Sydney Sweeney is attractive is a Nazi. that appears to be their actual strategy. I mean, it actually reveals something pretty interesting.
Well,
about
she
the
probably
Dems, though,
isn't.
which is that you have like a normal all-American beautiful girl doing like a normal jeans ad, right? They're trying to sell jeans to kids in America, and they have managed to so unhinge themselves over this thing. And it's like, you guys, did you learn nothing from the November 2024 election? Like, I actually thought that one of the lessons they might take is we're going to be less crazy. The lesson they have apparently taken is we're going to attack people as Nazis for thinking Sydney Sweeney is beautiful.
All right, we get the point. All right, well, let's talk about South Park then, dude. I want to talk about South Park.
Do ya?
I do actually, because this has been okay. The amount of like backlash to South Park, I think you and I are on the exact same page with this. But I just want to talk about it real quick. South Park had started off the season going after Trump, going after the MAGA, and I thought it was fucking hilarious. I laughed out loud. This has been that pilot of that season premiere is the best season premiere I've seen since season like 18 when they did the red Washington Redskins one.
Oh, go fund yourself.
Go fund yourself. Yeah, when they did this, so when South Park did the Go Fund Yourself season premiere, that one was the best one, or one of the best ones in my opinion. I did not care for most of the almost any of the 20s, like 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That was also very politically charged.
Yeah, it was, but also actually funny. I enjoyed the hell out of it. I thought it was so hilarious. So let me just break down like what I was seeing, like when
I'm with Cartman in that episode.
Yeah,
took away NPR
when you had South Park going after Trump, and I'm gonna try to find just a snippet because I know that they have. There you go. When they have Trump and they're doing that thing they did with the early South Park episodes where they're making fun of Saddam Hussein, and now all of a sudden they do that with Donald Trump. Well, they did that with Mel Gibson too. Well, I mean, they did a different voice.
No, he wasn't fucking Satan.
No, but
he's the same character.
It was the same character concept, vision. But they did a different voice, and they're not materially exactly the same. I'm just saying they've done this archetype of a character before, and it's hilarious. My favorite part was when you have Trump at the White House and he's pushing Christ in schools, but then he goes to the White House. He has all these like huge titted women like in the pool, and he's throwing a big giant sex party.
Pictures of himself.
Nothing but pictures of himself, and then reacting to him having a small wiener. That's hilarious. I thought that was so funny.
Well, yeah, it's like the episode is fine to me. I didn't think it was like excellent or horrible. It was just whatever. But the way, so like the White House spokesperson, the way that he responded, was like something you don't do. South Park goes after everyone. If you can't like make fun of yourself a little bit, it's like then you're just kind of missing the entire point.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I want to find the White House reaction, but more so I want to. That's
another golden rule. It's like you don't go after South Park.
No,
it's too beloved.
There's no fucking reason to. There's no reason to be any amount of pissed off at South Park for making fun of the president. I'm like, holy shit.
The only thing that I kind of agree with is that people on the right that were very offended was like, well, you didn't make fun of Kamala or Joe.
Well, they weren't doing South Park.
They were doing specials pretty much that entire presidency.
Yeah, and they also still talked about things that were culturally significant, like the toilet paper shortage for COVID, and then making fun of like bidets and stuff. Which
And I think Trump and Kamala, or not Trump, Biden and Kamala are probably just too easy of a target.
they are really low hanging fruit. I mean, you have people like the funniest people in comedy right now still make fun of Trump, like Shane Gillis with his Trump stuff. Reference back to him.
He just did the ESPYs and he had a joke about Trump, yeah.
Yeah, he also had a joke. Oh, that's funny on its own. When Shane Gillis makes the joke, he's like, and we have this other woman from the WNBA here. And no, she wasn't real. You guys actually laugh at that.
Brittany
Or
something.
clap for that. Yeah.
Four-time WNBA champ, Brittany something. And then it's like, yeah, no, that's just my buddy's wife. What's funny now is like, because I watch Shane Gillis and Matt McCuster's podcast. It's Matt was saying that his wife now is getting recognized on the street. Four-time champ. He's like, yeah, I might have to take her down a couple of notches. She's getting too big of a head.
Dude, but this new South Park episode that's coming out, actually, so
I'm excited now.
I am
this
stoked
season's
for it.
South Park. See how it goes.
I am stoked for it. Dude, I'm all here for it. But you had, like, Tim Pool, you had Liberal Hive Mind, you had a bunch of content creators on the right. I think Cat Turd did something. So I mean, I'm throwing out a bunch of names. Unfortunately, I can't tag a specific video to them, so take that with a huge grain of salt. But the amount of content reaction to the first South Park episode of this season was completely unjustified. It's
I think, well, okay, so I didn't watch a bunch of like right-wing political videos on it or anything.
Right.
But I just watched like the normal response to it, that people are right-leaning and they're like, yeah, no, it was funny, whatever, cool. There's no reason to get fucking upset about it. And everyone's like, and everyone agrees, is like, you don't put out that fucking press statement.
No, the White House press statement. Can you pull that up?
Yeah, I can try.
I mean, that would be cool if we could read that off real quick, because then all of a sudden, because
they said something about South Park not being relevant for 20 years. It's
yeah.
like,
What are you talking about?
hole have you been living in?
Yeah, that is the dumbest. That is the worst take. That is the literal worst take. And South Park's just starting their season. They could just do the entire season dedicated to making fun of just you. And it probably will be funny.
You'll make it worse. You're going to do like a whole fucking Scientology thing.
Yeah, it's absolutely hilarious. But when Satan tells Trump, you got a small dick, and Trump slaps him, it's like, hey, shut up. Relax, guy. Relax, guy.
I like the voice that they do for him.
It's so funny. All right, well, let's actually this is the short teaser to the new episode coming out, and I thought South Park was on their old schedule of weekly episodic, and so I spent all night Tuesday and all day Wednesday like looking for the new episode. I was like, where on earth is this thing fucking posted? Because everyone and their mother posted a video talking about this new episode coming out where Cartman is Charlie Kirk now. And I was like, where is it? Why can't I find it? Well, they're not episodic weekly. So, or they're not weekly episodic. So, I mean, now it's next Wednesday. All I had to do was look at the commercial, and I knew this.
Wednesday, August 6th.
You can just shut up, baby, because you hate America and you love abortion.
On an all-new South Park. The epic season continues.
We want to honor the president's courage.
Stop. South Park. New episode Wednesday, August 6th at 10 on Comedy Central and next day on Paramount Plus.
Yeah, guys, this is going to be a fire season of South Park.
Well, and Charlie Kirk is actually taking it the right way, where he thought it was funny, thought it was cool that they're actually parodying him and whatnot.
Yeah, they put him in the fucking...
I'm popular enough to be on fucking South Park. It's cool. And then he made it his freaking Twitter
profile. Yeah, his Twitter profile picture. Dude, that's the funniest shit ever. The fact that South Park was making fun of Charlie Kirk it's epic.
That means he's culturally relevant.
Yeah. Well, and you already said the point. It's just how you respond to being made fun of is that drives everything going forward. Because when the White House put out their announcement, you had Trey and Matt responded by saying, I'm so sorry. I'm very sorry. They did respond, and it was some hilarious sarcastic take on, or like apology. And again, you don't even need to apologize. They're just making fun of him for being stupid about it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I was gonna send you this article, but there's a million ads that pop up. I'll just read the statement.
Yeah.
So from the White House, it says, just like the creators of South Park, the left has no authentic or original content, which is why their popularity continues to hit record lows, which South Park is always been popular throughout since 97 when they started.
Yeah.
The show hasn't been relevant for 20 years, talked about bullshit, and it's hanging on by a thread, even though they just got paid like what, 1.5 billion or something.
It was some ridiculously huge. It was billion plus. It was $1 billion plus. Yes.
And hanging on by a thread with uninspired ideas in a desperate attempt for attention. President Trump has delivered on more promises in 6 months than any other president in history, and no
Political stuff.
No
Yeah.
fourth-rate show can derail President Trump's hot streak.
Dude, it's not.
Fourth-rate show.
It wasn't even derailing. Like, if you had leaned into this, it would have been huge for the White House. They had
Trump's just like, what the fuck are you doing, and fired the guy that made that statement.
Yeah, they absolutely should have done that. But I mean, Trump has had like 2, 3, 4 weeks where he's just like off his game, and it's wild, dude.
Yeah, it's not been a good July.
I mean, I don't want to talk
presidency.
I don't want to talk about Epstein, but I mean, I'll just say that
Why not?
shit.
He's your friend.
That shit threw him off his game, dude. That shit, like, that was a cripple.
But now it's all like, yeah, fuck it, just release everything. I don't know what's going on with that.
I don't either. And again,
it's annoying, but
but
I mean, like going to the South Park thing, it's like, and then ending it, calling it a fourth-rate show,
bro.
It's like, what is more culturally relevant
than South Park?
Yeah,
dude, South Park is literally just commentary on the current day culture. That was the whole thing. Like, we were talking about this the other week, where Trey and Matt were probably just burning out because they had to do they had to cram episodes within a week. And
well, they were also burning out because they took Casa Bonita took all their attention away. That's why they were doing the just 40-minute long specials for a while.
Right. Which is, honestly, I was getting a little frustrated by those. I was like, dude, I don't...
Like, this Casa Bonita better be fucking bomb.
It better be, like, for $500 million. Well, they got reimbursed by Paramount, effectively. It's
like, Jesus Christ. Could you imagine? Okay, so you make a dumb, funny show in the 90s with cardboard cutouts, and now you're like a billionaire.
Yeah.
That's fucking insane.
Well, and you also have a new restaurant.
Yeah, that's going to continue bringing in money.
I'm not like a developer, and I never owned a restaurant.
And these guys went to the fucking Academy Awards on acid and dresses.
I gotta think that for $500+ million, you could probably have opened maybe more than one restaurant.
I don't know. Maybe it's just got everything that Cartman wanted.
I guess it was
in the one restaurant.
I guess it did have kind of like an indoor like waterfall. So I mean, it's kind of things. I mean, maybe it's bigger than what I'm envisioning.
Trying to figure.
I haven't seen the actual Casa Bonita episodes like since I rewatched South Park like 4 years ago.
I don't remember when it was introduced. I just remember the one where it's Kyle's birthday and he's gonna bring Butters instead of Cartman. But Cartman hides him in the
nuclear
shelter.
in the bomb shelter.
Yeah.
And then moves him to the landfill. And then, yeah, that's a good episode. I mean, I rewatched it since, but that's an older episode. That's got to be like season. That's got to be in like
mid 2000s. Yeah.
Yeah, that's got to be in like season somewhere between season 10 and 15. I bet. I don't think it's newer than that.
Yeah, no, but like, I wonder, are they gonna continue parodying right-wing stuff throughout this season? And does it get old? Do we end up getting annoyed?
I don't think we get annoyed because I think I think there are people who will be annoyed. I look at like Matt Walsh and how he keeps hating on like
anime and video games.
Well, Star Wars. Well, like Star Wars, like Lord of the Rings. Like he'll hate on anything that's culturally significant. Just I don't know what that's about.
What's the word? I think he just wants to be a contrarian, to be honest.
It seems like it, but at the same time, I want to assume good intent. But I mean, you know, people could look at us and be like, you guys just bitch about the same, like, you guys bitch about, like, how the media is woke and stuff like that. And I'm just like, we really mainly talk about things that affect storytelling. Like, what is ruining good stories in media? And then we talk about, I guess, news we want to talk about. But when it comes to Matt Walsh, I mean, the biggest content I've seen from him as of late have been his shit takes on, like, other things that are culturally significant. And it's not like he's shit. I haven't seen his any videos from him, and they may exist, where he's shitting on Disney Star Wars, but he went out of his way to throw it out there that he found Revenge of the Sith to be a shit movie. I was like,
It's the best of the prequels.
I was like, dude, that's.
I'll fight you for that.
I was like, dude, what the hell? Well, and Star Wars Theory broke it down. Like, Star Wars Theory was the one kind of reacting to it. So, I mean,
It's on Reddit, because I'm still on Reddit. It's my doom scrolling is on Reddit, which is horrible. But there's a Star Wars subreddit that keeps popping up, and everyone's posting their like ranks and lists and whatnot of what's good. And you got some people on there that put everything in like S and A.
S and A?
S tier or A tier.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
S and A,
So,
sexual, yeah,
Yep.
that's not what I meant.
well, I was
But they put
confused.
everything. It's like Disney stuff.
S tier.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's retarded. Like,
Although rank the Return of the Jedi above like Empire, which Empire is obviously S tier.
right.
And I would also put Revenge of the Sith up there. I'd put Andor up there.
Well, and one of the things I'd love to be for when we're going to go back to doing reviews as soon as we find some content that we actually are excited to review.
Yeah, we missed Fantastic Four, and we're just not really that
Misimplied
excited.
that we took a shot at trying to do it and then did it and
It
then
was like
missed.
we
But
went on vacation when it came out, and then once we got back, we're like, "Do you want to see it?"
no, I
Not
don't.
really.
I don't care.
I don't care about Marvel anymore at all.
And if it's the start of a new story, then I don't need to see it because I already understand how these characters exist.
Yeah, apparently it's just like a standalone movie, but I mean, it
Yeah, I've
also
heard that
feeds
too.
in. But
I've heard that too.
yeah, the only reason why, or not the only reason, but the reason why we saw Superman because it was the beginning of a new franchise.
Right, James
We're-
Gunn. We needed to
we're
know what James Gunn was going to do with that.
56 projects into Marvel, and the last 20 have been dog shit.
And and most of them have flopped too.
Right.
So there's no real relevance to any of that. But
I don't think we'll talk about Marvel again or go to see one until Doomsday comes out.
Spider-Man. I think Spider-Man's supposed to come out first.
Nah, maybe.
Well, yeah, we'll have to double check that. But but that was the more recent news that I had heard about it. But what I was getting at with the reviewing thing was when you have when you're reviewing content and everything you review is a 4. Or I'm sorry, everything you review is like a 7 out of 10, an 8 out of 10, an 8 out of 10, a 7.5, a 6.5. Like, so you don't have the capacity to go lower than 6. Your scale is 6 to 10.
Right.
You don't actually have the capacity to find a flaw in this movie. You find it's not amazing, but I look at like 5 out of 10 being where the average should be. And I used to work. Well, I used to look at like the American grading system.
I've been also like hypnotized by everyone else's reviews to where like a 7 now is mid.
Yeah.
Where it should be a 5 is mid.
Well, I wonder if, like, I brought up the American grading system for it. I was like, maybe that's how people maybe that's how people correlate. Like, you have to fail. You have to get below 60% in order to fail. And
That's not the American grading system. That's a very few. We were held to those standards.
Well, I think it was like 70.
It was 70.
Yeah, 70%.
Below 70 was a fail.
I was trying to translate it into movie and game review.
No, I think it's like a 50 now.
Yeah.
Is failing grade, which that's why high schoolers can't fucking read anymore.
Right. But what I would love to see from anyone reviewing, including us, is something that is a 1, like a bottom out score. And again, from us, I think we were there with War of the Rohirrim. I was there with War of the Rohirrim. I thought War of the Rohirrim was the worst film I had ever seen. And part of it is
I don't remember what I gave it, but I would put it above live action Netflix Avatar.
I hear
I couldn't watch Avatar.
You gave it a 2.
No, I gave it a 1. It was unwatchable for me.
No, okay. Well, I mean, I'd have to go back, and I'm probably not going to.
I'm putting it at 1 now.
You've moved your score. This is how flippy floppy we are.
Although War of the Rohirrim was pretty unwatchable, but it was hilariously bad.
Dude, I
had a good time of how bad it was.
Dude, I was face palming, like literally face palming in that theater. I was so pissed. I hated that movie so much. War of the Rohirrim is objectively garbage. And then you have people who are on... Oh, I hated the reaction. There were some podcasters or some Tolkien YouTubers who actually went on and were talking about it. And they were like, dude, this is amazing. This is what I missed from like This is what I was missing from other like Lord of the Rings projects. I was like, dude, fuck you. You're either completely off target and you have no idea what you're fucking talking about, or you are so compromising with what they're going to do with Tolkien lore that why on earth are you like pretending to be a Tolkien scholar? Like it pissed me off so much, dude. I unfollowed him immediately. It's like, dude, I can't trust your takes on anything now.
I do have to re-establish they spent 50 million on Casa Bonita.
Oh, that's far less than what I thought it was.
I don't know where we ever got
the few $100 million.
Yeah,
I thought that was ridiculous. I thought that was absurd, and so the number stuck in my head. I thought it was
right. I knew it was an astronomical number, but because 50 makes more sense, but it's still a lot to spend on a fucking restaurant.
Well, if you're gonna have an indoor waterfall, probably not. That's probably alone like a couple million, probably double-digit millions,
just to pay for the goddamn water.
Well, to pay for the water, but to manufacture a several-story tall indoor waterfall with like water purification systems that it's a waterfall you can jump into. It's like pirate, like you can jump into it. Like that was Cartman's big thing. So I mean, no, I mean it's like okay, look at it this way: an indoor or a water park, you would have no problem saying 50 million for a water park.
True.
Okay, so that's kind of where we're at. It's like hybrid restaurant, indoor water stuff, a Pirates Cove. All the good
Pirates
shit.
Cave.
All the good shit. So I honestly would love to do like a weekend road trip to go check that out. That could
You
be.
guys want to go to Casa Bonita?
One of us would need a car that works better than our cars work, but what?
We have to pick like a Butters of our friend group and then exclude a Cartman.
Is it?
I think you're the more Cartman.
Do you think so?
Probably.
I think I'm definitely the most confrontational, but I don't know if that makes me the most Cartman. Is that what makes me the most? Craig is kind of like the guy. Craig keeps flipping people off. He's kind of the more like that's probably more accurate.
That's more my speed because he's quiet.
Fair enough.
Just says one sentence that offends someone and then moves on.
Guys, in the comments, let us know what South Park character you are. So that'd be curious. I'd be curious to see what the comments say about that.
Doing a TMNT one and then a South Park one.
Yeah, yeah. Do both. We can just post those polls. That'd be fun. But I mean, that's pretty much it. We covered most of what we wanted to cover today. A lot faster than I was expecting to. Is there any other topics you wanted to like?
Have a thick skin.
Yeah, get stronger, boys, girls.
You think like after all these years of
getting our asses whooped
culturally, that the right, especially like I hate to say far left, far right. Like the people that are even more right of us are just like super offended by what they're doing. Like you gotta have a thick skin. You can make fun of yourself. It's fine. Trump fucks up. There's like a split. Now we're gonna go a little political. There's like a split in MAGA right now to where it's like Trump never fucks up or Trump fucks up sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, there's an easy like Trump fucks up sometimes. I can still be MAGA.
You know what?
Not support Trump on a certain thing he's doing.
I think we are actually going to break the story that there is a Trump derangement system or syndrome. That's the inversion of the left's,
where he's God basically.
He can do no wrong. But you know what? I think that there's actually some legitimacy to that idea because, and here's why. It's recently on Timcast, he had his culture war. He did the live culture war where he went on site and had a bunch of his members come on and people like bought tickets.
Talking about like the most recent one?
The most recent
Gavin
one.
McGinnis?
Yeah.
Okay.
You had people coming in and like, oh no! I'm sorry. I was thinking of the Jubilee episode with that. I was thinking about the Jubilee 20 on 1 episode with that Indian guy from I think he's been on Piers Morgan a bunch of times. It's like Mahdi or something.
Mahdi.
Well, I don't know his name.
That'd be a dope ass name though.
Mahdi.
Yeah.
Mahdi.
Fuck yeah. I won't change my name to
ding 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 ding. Sorry. But no, he was it was him versus 20 far right people.
Oh, I can't stand those shows.
Well, and you had these far right Republicans on there who were like, "No, we're in a war. We are going to use the Constitution against you. We are going to take away everything you guys wanted." And I was like, "What the fuck just happened?" I was like, "How did we flip flop this hard?" And I don't take those people seriously in the sense that like they still don't actually have any political power. There are no representatives that actually go out there and say we're going to take this away from the left and from the Democrats. They're going to stop like with the fraud and with all the extra or fraud and with the waste and stuff. But that's if you would claim ownership over the fraud and over the waste, that's a bigger problem than the person who's taking it away from you. So I'm like, don't pretend like you own this. Like, it's probably safer to just like back off it.
Yeah,
but
finish your point.
I was just gonna say that if there are people on the right who are saying that the left tried to take freedom of speech away from us or tried to cancel us and tried to do all these other things to us, in my mind, I was like, and now they're saying we're going to do that to them. I was like, great. Now I have to defend them because you're the bad guy.
Yeah, because you're being a prick right now.
Well,
it was like with going back to the Sydney Sweeney thing. It's Melanie Mack is a big online personnel or whatever, and I think she's gone too far to where it's like she's basically calling Sydney Sweeney like a porn actress because she took her top off in the show and movie and blah blah blah, and it's like,
and I find that just to be preachy.
It is very preachy.
It's not like she crossed a line, but it is unlikable.
Yeah.
It's this really unlikable characteristic that means you could have the correct take and just be so dislikable that no one will humor you. And in fact, you bolster your opposition. You do less credit to your cause. Now, that doesn't mean stop trying to champion your cause, but there is an argument to how you do things. We were on a... Sorry, I lost my train of thought with what we were just covering before. The
people are going too far to the right, or not, where they want to shut down any dissenting voices on the left now that they have kind of power.
Right.
What you're saying.
My position is I'm a free speech absolutist. I don't like when I don't like what people are doing on TikTok and on YouTube where you can't say white people on TikTok. You have to say YT. You actually have to say YT instead of white on TikTok.
What the fuck are we doing?
Exactly. This is the shit. It's like everyone knows what you're talking about. White is not a no-no word. What is happening right now?
Well, it's funny too because that Swole, what the fuck is
Swalwell? Eric Swalwell.
No.
Damn it, Farticus.
No, it's like Joey Swole or whatever. Some lifter on YouTube that apologized about Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
He also had to apologize because he said colored people instead of people of color. It's like, that's so fucking annoying. Who cares?
I'm a free speech absolutist. I don't believe that there is any word that should be off limits. I don't believe the N word is off limits, and me not saying it live on YouTube is not a condemnation of the actual word itself.
I'd say gubernatorial.
Fair enough. Yeah.
That's one you can't say.
That's what you just said it. You're now great. Now bye YouTube.
I had to give an example.
Yeah. But I just can't spell that word. That's not.
I just know Deadpool said it at some point, and I don't know what it means.
But I don't think that there are words that are evil or bad. I think that words are tools, and if you want to try to interpret someone's intent, that's something you could do. But I mean, the most anyone should ever be punished for words they say is like people choosing to disassociate. But I mean, that should be an individual choice, not a systemic. We're going to like get you fired and get your job history destroyed, social credited in a system, and have you unpersoned from online, debanked.
Yeah, I think we're kind of past the cancel culture of like, hey, you fuck up or whatever, and then you're just done for life. Right. I mean, so that would be like Shiloh Hendricks. The lady who said the N-word on Minnesota, and I think it was like Rochester. So yeah, the lady who said the Shiloh Hendricks, I think she got like nearly $1 million, and it was really I read some of those comments. There were definitely people in those comments on the actual the GoFundMe that were making it about race. But honestly, that was just like fatigue. That was just like, I give up. There's nothing I can do. I'm being like accosted by this adult man after I would say she made a mistake. I would say that doing that was probably wrong, but at the same time, I'm like, if I was in her shoes, because she was getting doxxed and fucking right. Well, if I was in her shoes, would I have said that? If I was in her shoes, in her situation, lived her life, would I have said that to that little kid? Maybe. I don't know. Why is this word? Yeah, I'm definitely banning this word. Gubernatorial. It's not banned. You can't ban it. I'm banning it. You can't ban gubernatorial. Relating to a state governor or an office of state governor. Boo. What is the point of that? Just because it's goober in it, it's fun? Well, it's descriptive.
right? It's like important for like describing the thing. You don't want to say all
It's
of
like,
that.
say someone's the governor, and it's like, yeah, they're gubernatorial.
Well, it's their gubernatorial race, right? Like you wouldn't say they're running a 5K. You would say it's their gubernatorial race. So if you said race,
So dumb.
but there's a
Anyway.
lot of different races.
Yeah, no.
But yeah,
It's mostly been about, this whole episode's mostly been about like
censorship.
censorship and cancellation and shit like that.
Well, South Park being cut loose, finally able to do a whole legitimate season. I pray to God it's not like a diet season like we had with 26, where it was like six episodes. Dude, I was so pissed because they didn't come out like every
And
week.
They weren't even that great.
No, we got like,
There's like one or two of them that were good.
they were fine. They were good. They were
Kind of like Rick and Morty these days. It's like they
Kinda-
got some good ones. They got some real shit ones.
yeah, they kind of hit the average. But with South Park, I love that they're making fun of Trump. I think that's awesome. I think that's funny. I think it actually means a lot and it gives us a lot to look at as far as like, hey, you can only really make fun of flaws and have that be funny. So I'm like, hey, if Trump gets offended when people say he's got a small peen, it's like, all right, maybe he shouldn't get so offended at
Like
that.
it's national news.
Yeah, it's hilarious, dude. I
From NPR.
well, with the other censorship
Trump
topics,
has a tiny penis.
Visa and MasterCard, I don't know what it will take to fix that issue, because now you're bringing in like, we would have needed a Bud Light level response to that issue.
Well, this is like another Sweet Baby Inc. kind of thing, towards like now it's known and
Mhm.
it'll get out there, and then now Sweet Baby Inc. has to work from the shadows, which still sucks that they're still in business, but
Well, I think
and other businesses like that.
Well, most of the content that's going to be hit the hardest from all of this is going to be indie developers, none of whom can stomach a lawsuit over Visa and MasterCard effectively shutting them down and preventing them from making money.
What are the options for like debit and credit?
Well, American Express, Capital One, Bank of America.
Not credit, because credit, yeah, it's all over. But
Well, I think you can have debit cards like those are
the
all
most
just
popular ones though are Visa and Master.
yeah, they're just the furthest ahead. But I mean, payment processors. I don't know. Honestly, I think that there's a lot to be done about like.
So what, you got to like put money on your PayPal in order to buy a game off of Steam that is deemed
Steam's not gonna. So
unnecessary?
this is whether or not whether or not you can buy it, whether or not it can be published.
Yeah,
So it's. I mean, you could.
it's even worse.
Well, they can. Well, look at it this way. What was the game called? Sex with Hitler.
Yeah,
Sex with Hitler can go buy a $1 domain off GoDaddy, have a website, sell it themselves there through PayPal. So they could do that there. But then PayPal used to do this too. Like PayPal was the ones who were doing the censorship and the
assholes too.
yeah. So the issue with PayPal, like a global currency, is that you are going to have everything be censored and sculpted behind these corporate entities. So my mind, I'm like, hey, do something about BlackRock buying up homes, even if that's not the biggest thing affecting the housing market. Deal with that shit. Like we only have this is a limited item. There's only so much land that exists, and we have a lot of it.
Okay, left field.
Well, I mean, but well, and then MasterCard. It's like there is absolutely no. I can't. If someone can explain this to me, feel free to do so in the comments. But I don't see any logical justification behind a 26% interest rate on top of these people who are the least financially literate. It's like these people are just financially ruined by bad decisions, which fair enough, there should be a punishment, and social Darwinism should be a thing in my mind. But god damn it, you can actually not kill these people financially over this.
Well, yeah, when it comes to currency though too, there are banks that won't take you because of your political leanings if you're popular enough online.
Well,
which is fucking insane, and that's illegal, right?
Well, Bank of America
Well, I
got
mean,
away
they
with it in
could.
Canada, right? With the free Hong Kong protest, the trucker
Well, yeah,
convoy.
they just froze everyone's accounts.
Well, they froze everyone's accounts, but that was
that was the thing. I mean, like,
not a small thing.
Nick Fuentes can't get a bank account at any bank, really,
Yeah.
because of his political leanings.
Yeah.
There's multiple, Gavin McGinnis is in trouble. There's multiple people that have done that. It's like, to have a bank decline your millions because of the way you lean is wild to me.
Well, and I wonder if there's a means to this, because in Washington, D.C., you're not allowed to discriminate on people based on their political leanings. So just deposit your money through a D.C. branch and then sue them when they don't take your millions.
I guess. I'm moving everything offshore.
Yeah, just no taxes. Then they're going to tariff your millions through an offshore bank account. I don't know what the fix is to some of those problems, but they do need to be addressed, and I hope that these are something. I hope they're coming up on the docket, because corporate interests are starting to really make a severe impact, and they're almost becoming the new big boss, because you have all of this. You have people being financially ruined by credit cards and their own financial illiteracy, and you have a big part to blame on the government for that, for not teaching people these pretty basic life skills of money management.
Yeah,
and not financially ruining yourself.
I don't have any money management skills.
Yeah, I mean, you learned it on the streets.
The streets.
Streets taught me my love.
DoorDash takes all my money.
Yeah, they fucking do. But all right, guys, we're going to wrap it up there. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. We hope you like the new format. We're hanging out, having a good time. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing. Free. It's the best way to support the channel. We're really trying hard to get to 1,000 subscribers, and if you could help us get there, it would mean a lot. We got some new merch coming up on the channel in the near future, and we have another stream coming up tomorrow, Sunday at 6 p.m. Central, so don't forget, come see us again. We are going to be hanging out. Battlefield?
Yeah, let's play some Battlefield.
Let's Battlefield. I've actually been having a lot of fun with that. So we're going to wrap it up there. And as always, don't forget, go tell your stories. Peace out.
Bye.
I tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life.